Okay, so it's Peter here from the festival team, here to talk about Desires and Delusions. Really fun film. What I liked most about it was how it kind of took a classical setting and used very modern, contemporary kind of theme, if you like, of the dating kind of thing. And how did you come up with that idea? And what made you want to kind of combine those two things?
Well, as like a family, we're very like fond of Jane Austen and other kind of sort of writings like that. So I think we always kind of liked that setting in general, just Regency. And as a lot of people know, it's not very relatable. A lot of these lives, say balls and very quickly marrying someone. And I wanted to, because I know quite a lot of people that use like dating apps like Tinder and stuff like that, and not very successfully. So I thought, I actually one day was just looking at this portrait my mum has from, it's like the Jane Austen shop, and basically it's like a portrait of Mr. Darcy, and I just thought, wait, it looks like a dating profile. So the whole thing came about,
Yeah.
and I like to make it like Regency more relatable, because a lot of people watching it, like a lot of the references with the portraits are quite similar to people's experiences. That's what makes some people might find it funny. With like the two guys in one portrait. Some guys have like all their friends in one picture, and you're like, which one am I talking to? Or like, the painting over the portrait. A lot of guys, like, they'll have a really good photo and they'll crop the girl, like their ex-girlfriend out, and you can just see their hand in it a little bit, and you're like, oh, that's a bit weird. So yeah, that's the inspiration, and that's why I wanted to kind of do it.
My background is mostly marketing and doing commercial videos and those kind of things. So this was also my first short film. And obviously I've known Nicole. I met her actually on the Bridgerton set. So we were both extras on it. So that's how we met. And, she always has been really keen on doing this. So for a first project, doing something Regency era, I think that in itself, just makes it difficult. You have planes flying overhead, you can't shoot, you can't be close to a road, all of these issues that present themselves.
There's a lot of things, isn't there? Even like wearing watches or anything modern, basically, you can't.
Textual piercings and stuff. I had to change it to clear and stuff like that.
You didn't, you started at the top, the difficulty level high, I imagine.
Yeah, but luckily with the costumes, because we made the costumes as well, because we're nuts. I was like, it was getting light outside. I'm like, I probably should stop sewing now. But it's one of those things, Regency, because of the style of costume, it's actually a lot easier to make. If you're doing something maybe 50 years before, you have like the massive skirts, full corsets. This, like you can just see in the show, the film, it's like literally empire waist. So it's not like tons to do. It's still difficult, but at least we picked it and it made it a little bit easier for us amateur sewers. But yeah.
Let's talk about the costumes then. So how do we even go about that? Have you got a background in that already? Or
I think I did a year's course in sewing once, and I've got a good sewing machine from Switzerland, a Bernina, and I think you had my old Bernina.
Yeah,
we had
we
two
do
going
Bernina.
at the same time in my flat, and I went to bed normally like at 12, and she'd stay up till 2 or 3 in the morning finishing things. So it was, and we made the portraits ourselves on Photoshop, didn't we?
Yeah,
because thankfully they are obviously in the public domain, those images, so you can use those. Right. So yes, it was a bit full on, to be honest with you. Yeah,
it's mostly it's like the longest process, I think, is coming up with the color palette, what each character like wears. So like my character wears purple, and I feel like that kind of each character's color kind of some like meshes with their personality.
We filmed in 2 different locations, and the house in the parlour scene is filmed in a village called Turvey in Bedfordshire. And it was a family owned it and lived there.
Like I said, we had planes flying overhead. We also filmed during the hottest week of the year.
Right. It does look very hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a bit burnt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it has got the feel that you could do more with this. So that's interesting to know that you're thinking about.
Five part 30-40 minute episodes. So yeah, definitely, because a lot of people might think, oh, like, how can you do anything else? But there's other types of dating. I won't ruin too much, but yeah, it's fun and definitely gets in more into the characters and has an unexpected ending. It's not like a typical like rom-com ending.
What is the part of the film that you're most proud about?
I think I really like how it looks inside the parlor. I really like the costumes and the colors. I think it's just nice, and it's all natural lighting. We didn't have any lights outside, to really, help with that. So we kind of like fighting against time there as well to try and keep the scene looking roughly the same, even though we didn't have any lights, helping out from the outside.
I think for me it'd probably be, I think just because generally writing it was like a lot of fun. So I feel like seeing when you like meet the right cast, because a lot of the cast I literally knew like already. So the other girl and the guy that she ends up going on a date with, I already knew her, and I met only the other girl. And it's nice to see your script brought to life, like when they just say it and it just brings it. So probably that, I'm probably most proud of how the script translated into like reality, basically. I feel like that was really fun to watch.
I agree with Nicole. That's the thing that I absolutely loved. It's seeing something you've written come to life by people that know what they're doing, delivering lines that you think, wow, actually, I really enjoy hearing that from page to hearing it being delivered in a film.
Great stuff. Really look forward to a longer version. Definitely looking out for that. Thank you so much for submitting your film and for being with us. And yeah, can I give another round of applause, please?